Welcome to this MicroFocus ZENworks video presentation. My name is Darren Vandenbos, Product Manager for the ZENworks security products. ZENworks provides a unified solution for managing, securing, and protecting endpoint devices. In addition to managing the lifecycle of your endpoints, from operating system provisioning to remote management to application delivery and policy configuration, ZENworks secures your endpoints against common everyday vulnerabilities, while also protecting, through encryption, the sensitive company data that lives on those endpoints. Core to this solution is the ability to manage based on identity, either the device or the user, using a single console that unifies your experience and lets you focus on what is most important: managing, securing, and protecting your endpoints. ZENworks 2020 provides significant advancements in each of these three areas. This presentation addresses what's new to help you protect your devices. Additional video presentations are also available for what's new to help you manage and secure your devices. The Protect theme in ZENworks 2020 identifies the need to supplement the full disk encryption and removable data drive encryption already available in ZENworks with centrally managed folder-based encryption of files on Windows fixed disks. To deliver on this theme, we use the native Microsoft Encrypting File System, or EFS. EFS provides encryption of folders and files on NTFS drives using native Microsoft technology. No additional drivers are required. The encryption uses a combination of public and symmetric key cryptography that makes decryption extremely difficult without the correct key. ZENworks enhances native EFS administration in three key areas. First, administrators can define encrypted folders in policy, including using system environment variables so that folders such as individual user documents folders can be encrypted. Of course, users can also encrypt folders of their own choosing. Second, administrators can require a second authentication after Windows login before the user gains access to encrypted folders. Third, encryption certificates are uploaded to the ZENworks server to enable emergency recovery of encrypted files on devices. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like for both administrators and users. I've logged into ZENworks Control Center and opened the policies list. Folder encryption is enabled through the Microsoft Data Encryption policy, which was previously used only for managing BitLocker encryption of removable data drives. Now, the policy can be used for both encryption options. Let's take a look at the policy I've created. The folder encryption settings are on the Fixed Disk Folders tab under the Policy Details. The policy requires an administrator decryption password. This password enables recovery of encrypted files for users who forget their secondary encryption password. Since the Documents folder is the default file folder for many applications, I've added it to the list of default encrypted folders. When the policy is applied, the Documents folder, its files, and its subfolders will be encrypted, and any folders or files added to the Documents folder after encryption will also be encrypted. By default, when a folder or file is encrypted, a lock overlay is added to its icon. This setting displays the icon text in green as an additional encryption indicator. The final setting lets me require users to provide a second password after Windows login before they can access encrypted files. My policy requires this to be a strong password. I've assigned the policy to all Windows devices in my zone. Let's take a look at one of them. I'll refresh the ZENworks agent to apply the policy to the device. As soon as the policy is enforced, I'm prompted to define my secondary authentication password. Notice that the dialog shows me which folders are encrypted. As expected from the policy, it's my Documents folder. Hovering over the Strong Password Required link shows me the password requirements. I'll go ahead and define my password now and also provide a password hint in case I later forget it. Now that the policy is enforced, let's verify that the Documents folder is encrypted. I can see that it is, along with its files and subfolders. When I add a file to the folder, it is encrypted immediately. Likewise, when I create a new folder, it is also encrypted. The policy didn't encrypt any other folders, but I also want the ZENworks collateral folder on my desktop to be encrypted. To do so, I right-click the folder, click Encrypt Folder, and verify the encryption. After a few seconds, I can see the lock icon indicating that the folder and its contents are now encrypted. Later, if I decide that I don't want the folder encrypted, I can right-click and decrypt it. The last thing I'll show on the Windows device is enforcement of the secondary authentication. To do this, I'll sign out and then sign back in. After signing back in, I'm prompted for my authentication password. I'll cancel rather than authenticate. When I open File Explorer and try to access the Documents folder, I'm denied access. To authenticate and gain access to my encrypted folders, I can right-click a folder and click Manage Folder Encryption Settings, and then enter my password. If I've forgotten my password, an administrator could enter the administrator decryption password defined in the policy and allow me to reset my password. Back in ZENworks Control Center, I've opened the encryption details for the Windows device I was just using. Notice the encryption certificate has been uploaded to the server. If a user is unable to log into Windows on their device, an administrator could log in through an administrator account and use this certificate and the folder decryption tool to recover the encrypted files. The folder decryption tool is available on the ZCC Tools download page. Now that you've seen the demo, go ahead and try it out. If you have a ZENworks Endpoint Security Management license, you have access to the new folder encryption. If you don't have a license, you can use the built-in evaluation for 60 days. In either case, you'll want to use the new Video-Assisted Security Getting Started page in ZENworks Control Center to guide you through the setup. Lastly, there are many more new features in ZENworks 2020 that you'll want to know more about. Visit the ZENworks community site for more videos, blogs, and webinars. Thank you for joining.